It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Cards and the Cowboys. Coming up next.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
To head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. It's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way. First carry for James Conner. Shoves him aside near the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Keanu Neal, strong in run support as he comes up from a safety position to pop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 63 yards. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards on the play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 2nd and 12, Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And taken at the 46. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And down to the 36-yard line here. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Murray to run again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well.
There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 60 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. On the run is Connor. Avoids him at the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes the play behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Murray now. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will get to the 1st down marker as he slides to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray a give, this is counter. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray throwing right, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Prescott. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into...
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. They'll start with the option. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It'll be Murray on the keeper, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 27. A big play here for Dallas. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the end. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure, they got him again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll try the left side with Connor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Prescott to throw on 4th. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway of the NFC Championship game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one,
he's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Murray caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 36-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Murray now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and the reception made by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Ertz has it left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Cowboys have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jordan Phillips drops him for a loss of 10. Here's Brian Anger now. Yeah, the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's Connor. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Prater's kick is good. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the 1st half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. The give is to Elliott, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Oh, some strong running. 90.